Good evening and welcome everyone to Squarework Media. I want to send a shout out and thank you, a sincere thank you to Mr. Triple T for subscribing and all of the other subscribers that I cannot name due to privacy settings and whatnot, for us reaching 400 subscribers total. Be on the lookout for a short video that will go over all the ones that are public I can name, and thank you each. Bruh, Red Reaper, bruh. Hello, Shan. Hello, Herbal. Hello, Ford, Jason, Wacky Jackie. I was at 400. If I'm not, it's because people took it away. So, they're just trying to be petty or get a reaction, but we're not at any drama. Herbal or Red, you're more than welcome to come up on the chill stream if you want. I think we're going to start off with some music. And despite the ongoing stuff, hello, Scott, how are you doing? Despite the ongoing stuff, I want to play some music that I like. And I know that there's ongoing stuff, but let's just put aside all that. I ask all my viewers in chat and moderators to be on a strict no drama policy for arguing, fighting, doxing, any of the above in the chat or anything. If you see any of it at all, you are to take care of it immediately. No toleration, no warning, nothing. It's a promise I've made to myself and to someone else, and as a result, if people know about it, they're going to try to interfere. So I'm asking you mods to please be there for me. Let's begin with some good old music as I light it up.
My next to they said my next to red. Yeah, they said my dream was a dead end. They said people like me don't trend. Said my slang won't ever get there. They said my neck was too red. Neck too red. Boy, your neck's too red. My neck's too red. My town 90% white. Blame God for my southern roots. Thank him also cause I got the juice. Leaving marks all on these music dudes. Like burnouts do with a 302. Weed him, holla boys. Tatted up, missing teeth and scars. Gang shit off the front board. Grew up on a blowtorch. We ain't know no Scotch torch. All we knew was Highland Rim, case of beer and some race cars. Alpha male with the straight bars. Dixie made me do it like I do. And if you got a problem with my side of town, just know we ain't finna budge for you. They said my neck's too red. Yeah, they said my dream was a dead end. They said people like me don't trend. Said my slang won't ever get there. My neck's too red. They gon' have to wait till I die. I done made it up too high. With the system I won't comply. No rich folks can rob me with rides. I done bought them all, left them in the field. Shit, my daily driver is a rat ride. The day I was born in Music City is the day that mainstream got outlawed. If the devil's that scared, I ain't never scared. Roll with me or without me, either way I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still here. Going on like 10 years. Up motherfucking church 615 till I'm out of here.
Straight shooting. Welcome to Squareworks Media. How are you, brother?
What's up, bro? How you doing?
Not much. Just kicking it off with a little church music.
Man, I figured I'd jump up here with you. See how you doing.
Well, I forgot. Today is Friday. We
Yeah.
are supposed to do our square shooting recovery stream, so that's a good non-drama, interesting topic. Here's what I'm gonna do.
Oh shit, you going for no drama?
Reaper. Yeah, well, I got to do it for 7 days. It's a challenge promise sort of thing I made to myself and somebody else that
I'll
I'm
respect
trying
that,
to I'm trying to listen to and take their advice. And I'm you know I'm trying to really trust them. You know what I mean? Red Reaper, I'm trying to make peace and everything with you, man. You know, I've never made videos about you. I just added your wrench back, brother. You're more than welcome to come up here and join us if you want. Because I was just letting you know, Red, I ain't got nothing against you. Regardless, who else might? You know, I'm trying to be cool with everybody. But anyways, yeah, shooting. So, do you think you want to do some of the recovery stream?
Yeah, whatever you want to do, man.
Are you on your desktop? Can you share a screen? Can you share a video tab for us?
I can get on my desktop. Just give me like 5 minutes. I'm just smoking outside real quick.
I'd really, really appreciate it. That would help my stream a lot. And we'd be able to make it entertaining for folks. Because not only can we focus on recovery for a little bit, we could also look at some other videos, do some reactions and whatnot. I just don't have the ability to play smooth video on my end, but I know you do.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Man, it's been a fun day.
Hello, Roland.
How's your day been?
Hello, it's been pretty good. I haven't felt too well. I've been getting over a cold, and I finally got over it and stopped my damn sniffling and everything, and my congestion. And now I took a little bit of a nap today, kind of slept in, and trimmed my dog's toenails, took him outside to play with the neighbor and the other dogs.
Yeah.
Went shopping and brought in some stuff to the house for my granddad, and called to check to see if I could do this job where like I do home health for my grandfather, but because of the type of insurance he has, he don't qualify. So it's another door that closed in my face. Yeah. Oobla-dee, oobla-da, it goes on. Hello, the Gotcha Man.
Gotcha. What's up, my dude?
How are you doing, sir? Hope you're doing all right. I got nothing but peace with you too, bro. Gotcha, man. I hope you remember, man. I did apologize to you for believing those lies I had been told about you and stuff, man. And to be fair, I did make videos of JG and Gotcha, but I'd taken them down and made my amends. But hey, how you doing, Gotcha, man? I've seen some of your videos lately, and I gotta say, man, you are getting better and better.
Gotcha, man. Always has fire content, man.
Hey, Citizen Z, what's up? Hey, Jim Brown, how you doing? How you doing, man? Jason, how you doing tonight, brother? Good to have you with us.
All right, let me get to my laptop, Square.
Take your time, straight. Unless you got to get off at a certain time, otherwise, then we'll...
Yeah.
Oh, I know he is. He's got a good sense of knowing how to make videos, and he's got his own style. And even though he did kind of make one video at me that I didn't find too flattering or comedic, but I mean, you know, I don't hate him. He's a funny guy. I've seen a lot of videos he's done that I've laughed at, and I think he's a good guy. Hey, little King of the Kill, how you doing?
King of the Kill, what's up, my friend?
I appreciate that, gotcha, man. I appreciate that a lot, man. If you subscribe, man, I'd really appreciate it and stick around sometime. You're always welcomed up on panel if you want to join into the topics we're talking about or anything. You know, I try to make a really inclusive channel for my viewers here. So, and that includes you, gotcha, man. King of the Kill, man. What's up, my dude? You're more than welcome to come up too if you want. We might do some sharing tonight. I don't know. Might just do some content. Army vet, you know, I don't have to invite you up, sweetheart. That's a beautiful woman right there, straight.
I'm glad this is gonna, I'm glad you're doing this road tonight.
That's a beautiful woman, straight. You know it.
Yes, sir.
Army vet. She said, I'll hop around wherever the hell I want. JK. I know, Army vet. Like, he doesn't have any, subtlety at all, does he? No, I'm just playing.
Sorry, I'm laughing at the comments.
Yeah, I get it. Not really, but then again, maybe. I don't know. You be the judge. Hey, what's up with that, guys? We got 25 people in here and 5 likes. Please like that shit up for the algorithm. Appreciate that. I did a poll yesterday and got about over 100 votes, and it said that you guys really wanted to hear about my story to Nashville when I was married. And we will be covering that on another time, another live, not tonight. I just wanted to let you know I did take your feedback into consideration, and I'll give people what they want. Kid Natural, hello. Straight Kid Natural says, what's up?
What's up, Kid Natural? Hey, thank y'all for everybody that was sticking up for me. I'm not gonna bring nothing into this live, but don't worry, tomorrow.
Oh, thank you, King of the Kill.
It's gonna be fun.
Well, hey, tomorrow, Straight Shooter, I'll be over there as a mod for you. I'll have your back.
Yeah, I got some people coming at me, and they think I'm gonna fold over and play dead. It ain't gonna happen.
You just got to tell me like what you don't care about and what you care about when it comes to what you want your mods to do, so I know.
As long as they ain't doxing, it don't matter to me, bro.
So they could be straight in there talking mad shit about someone's mom, and it's cool.
Well, I mean, if they're harassing someone, no. But I mean, really,
okay,
just
gotcha.
doxing or really harassing somebody, like ganging up on people. Nah, man.
Gotcha. Hey, we have a question, but King of the Kill, if we could be respectful, he said he's gonna deal with it tomorrow, and we don't want to have any drama tonight on here, okay, bro? But if you want to come up just for a second, so Straight can tell you in private chat, then that's cool. I don't have no problem with that.
I'm sure someone in the comments can tell everybody.
Hey, can you answer this question straight for him? Real quick, yes or no?
Absolutely not, King of the Kill, man. Much love and respect to y'all, guys.
Okay, it's not. It ain't got nothing to do with y'all, King of the Kill. So we're straight.
It's the team, bro.
But well, that's why I don't like teams, and that's why I end up tending to be solo. Like I try to join teams. That's the thing about me.
No,
like, I try to join sides that I agree with, like here in the world, and stuff. And even here, I guess on the internet, same thing applies. But on the internet, man, it's Rebecca, so much harder.
Either you're one of my mods too, Rebecca. You know that I don't play that game either. Doxing or just being disrespectful to someone.
No, yeah, that too. disrespectful to anyone, but especially women, because women are not only are they the arbiters of life, which bring children into the world, but they carry burden of life the first 9 months, with pregnancy and all that, and they also are responsible for our children. And if people want to get technical about it, there's you know, like that shouldn't ever. Whenever the culture changed, where it got okay to start disrespecting people's women and stuff, even people's own women, they disrespect in some areas. Like, no, that ain't cool.
No, I didn't know that.
It's not censorship. See, censorship is when you're controlling because you don't want people to think but one certain direction. That's what censorship applies to me in like the bigger media where we get all of our information from. But I get when it comes to these little channels, if censorship is used, it could be a negative thing. But it's not censorship if somebody is spamming or harassing one particular person or saying something about women or doxing somebody's address or work stuff. Like, that shouldn't be tolerated. That's not censorship. That's an abuse of free speech. I mean, it's just like people say, you got free speech, but you don't have the freedom, or you do have the freedom to go into a movie theater and yell fire, but you will fucking get in trouble for it.
Yeah. I mean, Rebecca knows. She's she's my longest mod. She knows I don't put up with people disrespecting women.
Oh, Rebecca, I thought you were before, I thought, on here. I guess whenever I switched up and had to adjust my stuff, I removed yours. My bad. Well, if Rebecca's been your mod before, then I'll trust her to be mine. No, Jason, I don't censor. I've been, and I'm not getting into that stuff, but there's a reason why I delete and hide people that say the same old stuff or same things in here. Because number one, it's not true. And number two, it is harassment at that point. But we're not going to get into that. So please stop bringing it up.
No, I definitely.
Exactly. Thank you, Jim Brown. Thank you. People like to say, "Oh, this is YouTube. It's not the real world." Excuse me. This is my real voice, isn't it? I'm a real person. He's a real person. Like, this is the real world. It's just online. Doesn't make it any less real. You got people talking about wanting to drive 1,600 miles just to meet up with somebody to whoop them over a YouTube so-called beef that you guys say isn't real.
I would love to see that, man, honestly.
Delilah's hidden? When did Delilah get hidden? She was just in here earlier. Delilah should not be hidden, nor the real deal. Hold on just a second straight.
You're good, man.
Could have swore I seen Delilah in here earlier. Maybe yeah, there she is right there. She was in here and she had a wrench. Now how the hell? She's not hidden. She's not hidden at all, so I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. I wouldn't hide the real deal or Delilah. Look, this whole stuff about the real deal, leave me out of that too. Like, especially leave me out of it. I don't have anything against the real deal. The real deal's been good to me. They modded for me for a long time. So, I just want to put that little PSA out there too. Well, gotcha, man. In retrospect, it disappointed me also because I talked last night to Scooter about it. Here's why it was so easy for me to do that phone call, because the person, and this doesn't excuse it at all. I'm not trying to say it like that. Just hear me out though. The person in question have made a lot of degrading videos about me and just talked down a lot about me, to be honest with you. I mean, said things that I don't know where he pulled out of. Regardless, though, two wrongs don't make a right, and I was wrong for doing that. You're right. And I'll apologize if I ever get the chance to with dude, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Straight, you there, bro?
Yeah, I'm here, man.
If you, whenever you can, you still not on your laptop yet?
Oh,
Hey, Weakest Link, how you doing, man?
Hey, you're about to see my my second stream pop up.
Okay, hey, King of the Kill. Oh, hold on just a second, guys.
Just kick this one and then.
Because I feel really guilty about calling up. You needed to be called off.
Yeah, I'm getting calls right now. That's fine. Guess I deserve it. Oh yeah, I do got you, man. I'm not just bullshitting either. Hey, Straight.
What's up? Can you hear me? See me? All right.
Yeah, I can see you.
Trying to get in the middle.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be participating in that any more type of stuff like that. Period.
Yeah.
So Straight.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to pull up YouTube?
Yeah. Boom.
Why don't we share your screen and I'll pull it up here, and why don't we I don't know, I guess we could ask the chat a video they might want to see or something.
Oh. What y'all want to see?
Or I could tell.
Am I fast?
Huh? Hold on, I gotta add.
Is this working? Like, am I too laggy or anything like that?
Hey, what I would do, Straight Shooting, I'm gonna kick your screen out, reshare your screen, exit the current sharing out, and open like a specific tab on one browser without any other tabs open. Just open one tab and put it to YouTube and share it, and that'll be the way it plays the smoothest. Trust me.
All right, say that one more time.
Like when you go down to share and then click screen, it gives you some options, right? Where it can do the share whole screen, window, or a tab. Go over to share tab and make sure you have a new tab open before you click on it. And then when you click on that new tab, go to YouTube, and then you'll just be sharing just YouTube. You won't be sharing your whole computer.
All right. Window?
Does that make sense? Not window, over
window?
to tab.
Okay. So I hate
tab.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Something like this?
Did you do it? Let me see. Hold on. Let me add it. And yes, sir. That's perfect. Now I can put it in front and full screen, and now me and you can talk behind while we talk. Do y'all want to look up some recovery content? Do y'all want to see some, I don't know. I tell you what, Straight Shooting, why don't you, Let me see.
What do you want to look up, man? What do you want to look up?
I'm thinking. Hold on.
I know I see the smoke rolling out of your ears. Oh man, Shia LaBeouf? I take it. I take that. He got Megan Fox, didn't he?
Not really. I mean, well, maybe temporarily. I don't know.
Let me listen to this.
Okay. I'll have something next.
If this is too laggy, let me know. I'll plug in my router.
Hello, and welcome to the Roadmap for Recovery, a family education video produced by the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. Whether you're a person in recovery or supporting someone who is in recovery, we are pleased to have you here. The journey to recovery
mute
is
your
not
mic
easy,
straight.
but some of the problems encountered are predictable. Many people have successfully made this journey and have contributed their stories to this video. We hope this program helps show the way to a new, enriched life. Recovery may be seen as following a predictable route, like a roadmap, through a series of 4 recovery stages. Most people experience physical and emotional changes during each stage. Treatment programs like the Matrix model provide skills and tools to anticipate and counter the issues that might derail a person's recovery. This does not mean that every person or family member will experience recovery in the same way, but being aware of the issues in each stage can prepare you for what to expect during and after treatment.
Once I became willing to get into recovery, to really be serious about treatment, it was critical to have my family's support. But it took a long time to get there. I had to go through the process that everyone has to go through in terms of getting beyond the denial and admitting that I had a problem. And until I was able to do that, until I was able to go through that process, and that process for me took several years. It was not an overnight process.
Every person's recovery process is unique, but generally speaking, in the Matrix model, recovery is divided into 4 stages. Stage 1, withdrawal. Stage 2, honeymoon or early abstinence. Stage 3, wall or protracted abstinence. And stage 4, adjustment and resolution. Recovery begins when a person stops using drugs or alcohol. Withdrawal symptoms that people experience depend on the person, what substance was used, for how long it was used, and how it was used, the route of ingestion. These symptoms last for different lengths of time. There are physical and psychological symptoms of withdrawal. Physical symptoms can include cravings, depression, anxiety, low energy, irritability, exhaustion, insomnia, paranoia, memory problems, and intense hunger.
The first few days I was very tired. I was exhausted because I had been running the streets 24/7. I did a lot of sleep.
Hey, straight, mute your mic.
I felt very anxious and irritable.
It is muted.
I felt tired because I was tired. I had done quite a job at really draining my body from, of the necessary and important kind of nutrients that it needed. So for me, detox was kind of an exhausting process.
My body was wondering what the hell was going on when I was in early recovery and trying to stop. The withdrawal wasn't quite as bad, but it was such that I recall not feeling whole, not feeling healthy, and wanting to be healthy.
There is also emotional withdrawal, which is amplified by chemical changes in the brain. People who had used stimulants can feel very depressed, even suicidal during this period. A person in early recovery may feel that life is out of control. Emotions are raw. It's like being on an emotional roller coaster.
I didn't feel anything. I was just numb. I remember being really irritable, being mad I was there, and not being able to speak well. Like, it was just hard to form a sentence. It was just too much trouble. I had just gotten really sloppy by that point, and I just couldn't get my thoughts together well. So I just kind of waited it out. I tried to just stay quiet and stay under the radar and hope I'd feel better. Eventually, I got a little less irritable. I started to wake up because it really was a fog.
Hey, Straight, can you pause or turn that off? Let me put us back up in front. Or yeah, thank you. So I was gonna say, I was gonna share a little bit now about and give some context more to that video, guys, about addiction. That was obviously a more older produced video. Thing about my area where I live, such thing as MAT, medication assisted therapy, and stuff like that, Suboxone clinics, methadone clinics, they are few and far between in the Midwest. That is one of the reasons why, when I was in Kansas City, I was recommended to go to Massachusetts for my addiction and recovery back in 2019. Now, it is getting more and more to where it's coming over this way, but mainly over here, we have a lot of recovery that is still abstinent-based therapies, cold turkey-based therapies, or at the bare minimum, they may give you just a little bit of medicine while you're withdrawing to try to, and it really doesn't help when they do that if they don't taper you down. But I also wanted to take a moment to shout out to all the subscribers that have recently subscribed. And this has to do, and I want to shout Triple T out, Grind to Shine, JM Poser Exposer, Ken Polk 720, Aunt Sally, Duck and Felonies, Ashley 87, Turkey Castle Cook. Those are a little bit older ones. Little Motherfucking Stoned as Fuck, Bracky Jackie, Scott Durson, Berlinetta, World Famous Charlie D, Harley Hooten, James 504, Herbal, Georgia Viking, Kevin, Rebecca, Bella, Maddie Mama, Mick Crocodile Dundee, Carolina Cruiser, Lindy 87.
Straight motherfucking shooting. Straight shooting. Come on.
Straight shooting. Straight shooting. Can't forget them.
Yeah, he's
I
a
was
dick,
getting to you, mother trucker.
I think these
Actually,
guys
for some
wanna hear
reason you're not on this recent list. I don't know why.
because it's not. I've been sub to you since you first started, bro. I mean, I had to resub when you fixed your channel, but I've been there, man.
No, but I still be. Or hold on, maybe that's why. I'm looking at
I can't see a lot of my subs
the
anymore because it's
beginning.
been too long. Yeah, when you redid your channel, it popped me off, but I resubbed when I noticed. Man, I've never had a problem with you, bro. Like, I know stuff's happened, but stuff happens with everybody, man. You just gotta take it with a grain of salt most of the time. Shout out Scooter Baggins. Yeah.
Yeah, shout
Squeezy,
out to
man.
Scooter Baggins. Scooter Baggins, good dude. Let's see. Yeah, but that venomous
Y'all want to hear some?
silverback, I gotta say that one video, like I try to tell people, you know, it's easy and it's kind of really a little naive to judge people solely based on, even if it's a series or what some people would consider a good amount of content or time of YouTube, because there's a whole frame of regular day-to-day life that you don't see of that person. But then again, you know, and I'm not trying to get onto a drama topic, but when it comes, and I'm not going to really talk about the person, but I am going to talk about when it comes to like children and getting abused. Like my grandfather, sometimes I thought and think today back, some punishments maybe were a little excessive. I don't think I ever really got abused except by my brother. But these kids today that are with these, like, I seen this case here a while back of this girl that put her baby in a dumpster. She put her live baby, she had the birth. Matter of fact, if we have
I don't even
time,
know
I might ask. I might ask Straight to pull up a true crime video. Maybe not that one if y'all don't want to see that one. But yeah, there was this young girl that was like 18, 19, and she just didn't want to have the baby. And instead of getting an abortion or doing whatever other options, she decided to literally abandon it in a trash can. I mean, I don't see how people get to that conclusion other than our society is getting worse when it comes to our at-home values. You know, people are being raised without fathers in the home more and more. And people might want to say, oh, that's a patriarchal viewpoint or that's a blah, blah, blah. But that's the truth. There's a purpose for the mother and there's a purpose for a father. You know, without
Yeah,
both, you don't have a complete unit.
you want to tell them some stories? You want me to tell them a story?
Army vet. Oh, I said that because she said say her name. Army vet. What do you want me to say? How do you want me to say it? I can say it a bunch of damn different ways, but the way you're saying it, she's like, say my name, say my name. T.
Don't start
Dameron's in
singing
here.
that.
Well, I can't see T. Dameron, so she must have me blocked. It's a little weird,
I can't see
considering
her
I
either.
unblocked her.
I can't
You can't see
TV
her
on
either?
No.
Yeah,
So what's
I'm
up,
good,
Square?
thank you.
You want to go story
Other
time?
than that, yeah, let's talk about a story. So back when I was in active addiction and when I was married, which is, by the way, people have been wondering about, and there's a rumor going around that like my ex may have already had made through another website or platform or another a story about me or a story like telling about her own life, and she included her time. And she said that she was forced into Scientology. That's a complete lie. I just want to denounce that right here. She was never I never could force her to do anything. She could drink me under the table. Your boy Square don't even drink. I was never a drinker. And but she was. And she could drink me under the table. But moving aside, all negativity aside, when we were in active addiction, I'll tell you how you can think you're so right sometimes when you're wrong. When you're in active addiction, I'll give that example tonight. The example started out when I was in Nashville, and not only was I at the time getting close to probably having to experience a little bit of withdrawal, I knew, which I wasn't that used to at the time. I didn't know
Black
how I was
Bob?
going to handle. I didn't know how I was going to handle it. Black Pox, listen.
I didn't know you
Oh,
guys
well,
had
you'll see
problems.
me.
I was just saying what's up to him.
Dude, he's mad because I made the and he has a right to be. Look, Black Pox, and I know you're not gonna give a shit, but I apologize. It was just a prank call. But now that I look at it back, I went through another, and it's happened before, where somebody tells me to do something and I don't think it through and I just do it. It was wrong. I shouldn't have done it, and I apologize. But please do not come in here threatening, saying you're going to see me soon and shit. That's not, you know, no, I don't want Black Box gone. I have no problem with Black Box. Like, Black Box, I sincerely apologize to you, dude. I'm not asking you to like me. I'm not asking you to hang out with me. I'm not asking you to do shit. But just don't threaten me. That's all I ask you.
Yo, Square, man. I know you're about to tell a story.
I didn't technically do all that shit on my own, Herbal. I was fed the words.
You carry my laptop around.
I was fed everything else, so I don't see how I did it all on my own. But I am responsible for my part in it, and I apologize for it. But it was just a prank call to somebody's, work, and I hope to God it did not negatively affect you, Black Fox. If it did, I'm willing to, call up there, apologize if that would even make a difference or make it right. But if it don't, that's fine too. I didn't say he put a gun to my head, Herbal. I didn't say that, did I? Did I even say that it was?
No, you wanna hear a story about? You want to hear a story about?
Okay, I'll take some accountability. I just said, Herbal, that it was my fault for my part in it, which was the call.
What's up, buddy?
I just said that. And I just said that I apologize, and I'd even be willing to go out the way if, things weren't smooth out. But I'm going to imagine things are okay at his work, and he doesn't want me to call them ever again. So in that case, I'm not going to, but you're right. I mean, I hung around wrong stuff, and I chose to do something, even whether through some peer pressure or not, I still did it, and it was wrong.
Hey man, I wouldn't even pay no attention to it, but you wanna hear a quick story? I don't got too long, but I could tell you a story about putting a gun to someone's head and losing
Black Box. I want you to hear me. Black Box, hear me, please. Dude, that was fucked up, what I did. That was fucked up. Looking back on it after the fact, 2020 should have never happened. I'm sorry. That's all I can say. Like, I'm disappointed in myself, but there's no way I can turn around and go back in time. So, anyways, go ahead, straight.
You want to hear?
Let's continue. I want to hear your story, and we'll continue on the stream. Yeah, get off this subject.
All right, man. This is a brutal story, and I do not condone this behavior. But I'll tell it. So I owned my own business. I had a family living with me at the time, and shit was rough. Shit was rough with my child's mother. She had her hand in all kinds of cookie jars. I'll put it that way. I'll cut to the chase. So I'm sitting there one day, and my roommate saw us arguing, or heard her arguing, and it was nothing big, but it got her mad. Now she's borderline personality. She's bipolar. I don't know what else her medical diagnosis is, but you can hear me all right?
Yeah, and Black Box, I don't know if you care to make peace with me or not, but I extend that offer. If you don't care and you just hate me, that's cool too. But you're also welcome to be here. Don't nobody time him out or nothing. All right, go ahead straight. Yeah, I can hear you just fine, man. We all can.
All right. So anyway, so she's got these mental diagnoses, and it was whatever it was, you know. But I was sitting, my roommate. We had cameras in the house, but my roommate had like an audio device. I don't know if it was like a phone or a tablet or something. Anyway, so he heard her being mean to one of my youngest. My youngest was, I think he was, I don't remember his age now. So he started recording. Well, and again, this is gonna make me look like a piece of shit, but I'm gonna tell you the story because this is kind of addiction. Because I didn't know it, but she was using coke and stuff at the time. So my son grabs this toilet bowl cleaner, right? And he goes to clean the toilet. Well, he got water on the toilet seat. And the next thing I know, I'm walking down the hall and I hear snap. She had punched my kid in the side of the face. And my roommate's recording this whole thing, the blood curdling scream. So I run down the hall and I grab my son and I spin him around to my roommate. My first reaction wasn't the best. I pulled my 45 out and you heard this, like DHS played this recording. You hear me cock it and I say, get on your knees right now. This is done. Long story short, I ended up DHS got reported. They heard the recording and they told me I couldn't do it, but basically she had struck my son. Well, 2 days prior to that, I had bought a car, and she was screwing the weed man for coke. Well, I was so angry because I mean, in my head, I was going to prison. It was over. For some reason, I stopped. Like I didn't pull the trigger, and I never pull a gun. I never pull a piece. I'm gonna say a piece just so you don't get in trouble. I never pull a piece unless I pull the trigger. You know what I mean? Well, I ended up going. I was drinking a little bit. I take this. I have an 8.1. I have an 8.1 Silverado. This is a huge biggest gas job they make. I got a 12-inch lift in that. Grab my car trailer and I go to the weed man's house.
Hey, Shane Reacts. Hey, Iceman. Well, hey, Chad. Sorry to interrupt the shooting. I just want to say hi to some people.
Well, I end up going, trying to get this car back. Long story short, it didn't happen. But, yeah, I ended up going to four parenting classes because of it. Because, I mean, I pulled a gun on my baby mama. I mean, I did. She punched my kid in the face. My first reaction was save my son. You know what I mean? He was down for the count. I had to bring him to the hospital. It was one of them father's instincts. You know what I mean? Come later.
One of my family.
She failed the psych eval. Yeah, and I ended up getting full custody of the kids. And to this day, man, it's tough. You know what I mean? I've been clean for over 10 years, but at the end of the day, it's tough. It's
Amen.
Part of it. But
well, yeah, I mean, to keep the identity secret, I was with a family member, let's just say one night, and they had locked the door from arguing, being drunk back and forth, and the other person had kicked the door open, and the other person who was sleeping with their gun next to their bed, like always, they had grabbed it and in a moment of like quickness, like pointed it and looked and was like, oh, okay. And that person called and said they brandished a gun on me, and they came and they grabbed that person out of, yeah, I'm here. Yeah. I'll get him in a second.
Yeah, anyways, I kind of shortened the story out, but I didn't want to like bore everybody with details. It was wrong for me to
basically.
Do, but at the same time,
no, I understand.
All right, you can talk, man. You're good.
No, my bad. I'm not trying to interrupt you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just trying to say, like, no, I was just trying to say, like, it was stupid for me to do, man. Like, it you know what I mean? 18 months of not having my kids, and like, it was torture, and like, there's been a lot of stuff in between, but no, it sucks. I shouldn't have done that, but any parent here, like, and I'm not saying she smacked him on the ass, smacked him on the head, like, smarten up. She punched this kid. She punched my youngest kid, and like, he was in the hospital. We had to go to Barbara Bush. I I got pictures of him and Barb, which is a children's hospital. It was, and she got no charges out of it, man. Like, I don't know. I guess I shortened the story up now. It just, I don't know. But that's addiction for you,
Well,
man. Like, she did that, and I'm not gonna for once say it's because of the drugs. I'm saying it because she had mental health problems, and it happened.
well, my active addiction, you know, that's what led me to running in local with, you know, some of the older. They're not on the force anymore, but used to be police officers that were also corrupt. You know, I had one just throw me into the station when we got here, and you know, I mean, they just was dickheads. Like, you know, I don't know, but then at the same token, had I not been at the time who I was around and stuff and doing what I was doing, I wouldn't have probably had that trouble at the same time.
Yeah. But addiction takes a toll on people, man, and that's the point of this. And people can say whatever they want. I share stories for one because it sucks reliving the past, but addiction really takes a hold of people, and if it could help one person, you know what I mean.
If you don't mind,
story. What's up?
If you don't mind me asking, Cox, you want to come up here real quick and you know, I wish I could tell you like what I just said face to face to you being in the chat, because you never did say anything back. But if you don't accept it or anything or don't care to come up here, I understand that too. It's cool. Now I'm sorry, straight shooting. What were you saying, man? My bad.
No, it's good. No, I'm just saying addiction sucks, bro. And I'm here to try to help people. You know what I mean? People that, you know, are going through tough times. Sharing stories about, you know, painful past just to help people. And I know people are mocking it, but that's fine, man. Like, that don't bother me. None of that bothers me. Back on the road. Hey, be safe, buddy.
I mean, regardless of what was going on everywhere else, that's what I'm saying. I should have never, and I allowed myself by what I did to get pulled into it. You know, I didn't have to do that in retrospect, but it seemed like it was so easy the way it happened, and you know, I just wish I didn't. You know.
Yeah, man. And
so I want to tell him face to face, but if he's not willing to come up, he's not willing to come up. I can't make him. Jason, I've got enough mods. No offense, it's nothing against you, brother, but I got enough mods as it is right now. Army Vet is my main mod, and she's gonna be helping me from now on choose. So if you want to be a mod, you know, you're gonna have to. If anybody else wants to be a mod from now on, you're gonna have to talk to Army Vet.
Scott,
she'll be approving them.
Salute to you, Scott, man. Salute to you, bro. That's hard. Opana and Roxy's for 6 years. That's a long time, man.
That is hard, man. And thank you for sharing, man. We appreciate you. You didn't have to share. Thank you.
Yeah, man. And that's a good advice from Army Vet. Don't even worry about the chat, bro. Don't worry about none of that. If someone pops up here and you want to try to hash a situation out, do that, man. But I'd say we just try to share stories.
I didn't never say that. I didn't never say that. Just chill out. Okay, yeah, I got y'all. So another story, man. You know, when I had taken that Adderall and I was with some friends riding around one night, like that shit made me get so, you know, and everything that I almost got to where I was hallucinating. Like I had the symptom that some people, like they call it bugs or whatever, but I had these sensations going all around on my arms like there was things on it, man. And that was a result of me being up for 3 days, you know what I mean? I didn't do anything crazy or nothing as a result of it, but, you know, it did bother the shit out of me, and I had to sit there and just deal with it until it ran its course.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah,
Like
that was a dark time.
I definitely beat the statistics, man. Like, if it wasn't for me getting my crap straight real quick and doing everything DHS asked me to do, I mean, my kids were in foster care, man, and I can't talk about this too loud, but my son was molested in foster care, and that's on me, dude. Like 100%, that's on me. Like my son got molested in foster care because I was a piece
Dude,
of shit.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, man, and and I got to live with that. Like it was my fault that he got put there, and I got to live with that. But at the same time, she couldn't get her rights back. She just she'd fight with DHS. She was fighting a losing battle, like mentally, and
And
like
I
if
understand you
someone,
feeling guilty, but
and I would have
I
her up on
mean,
my panel any day of the week, and she would thank me. You know what I mean? Like we don't have a great relationship, but she knows, like she's understanding now that she has a problem. I mean,
since I just
and that
decided a while ago because of how you've been nice to me, or Army, that's why. Sorry, straight. Go ahead. Yeah, she's
no,
been nice to you and everything, and but that's good that y'all been able to keep in contact and communicate.
yeah, man, and this is the same person that like we had some rough times, man. I mean, we've had a lot of rough times, but I mean, the problem is I'm willing to accept everything that happened while my kids were in foster care. I'm willing to accept. I won't ever accept that it happened, but I accept that it was my fault. You know what I mean? But that's what people got to do. Acceptance is a big part of addiction. You got to accept. For one, you have a problem. For two, you're the only one that can control it. You have people that, my dad used to give me money just because he didn't want to see me sick, but my dad never used. You got people that are enablers, but you got to accept your own fate. If you're going to go down that road, man, that's on you. It's on nobody else. I could blame everybody in the world for everything I did, but you got to take responsibility for your own actions. That's just the end of it. You know what I mean? That's what addiction does to you, man. That you try to blame other people for things you've done.
Well, what did you need a good laugh at? My story? I mean, because there's nothing funny about these, so if you want to make comments like that, you can get going. But yeah, I'll tell you another story that I'll share. I was so down in addiction that a person I was working for at the time, they had what I was taking. They had like a crap load stash, and they got a refill every month. And I was working for them, and they were paying me, and it was weird too because sometimes I'd have to stay at night, and I would get paid like $2.50 less at night, which I always got the reason because I got to sleep for a few hours, but I had to wake up every 2 hours, so it's not really, fully sleep, for a solid amount of time. It doesn't justify me losing my wage, but they used to charge me a lot for those pills, and what they were doing, they were basically making me work for pill. That was a bad part of my addiction phase when I got like that.
Yeah, that's tough, man. That's tough.
And I don't like sharing some of this stuff, especially.
No, that's rough, man. But I just hope it helps somebody. You know what I mean?
Okay. If that's the case, Chad, my bad. I apologize. It's just an issue of mine. I'm OCD.
What Chad said?
You can see the chat.
I don't think
he was talking. He was talking about something in the chat, not related to me. I thought he was laughing at one of our stories. You can go to the chat if you click over to comments.
No, I'm watching the chat. My chat's just slower, but Chad's a good dude, man. He's my boy. I don't think he would do that. I don't think he'd laugh at this because, you know, we're all struggling with that. At the end of the day, everybody's struggling with something, man. That's the thing. Like people, you know what I mean? It might not be addiction related. It might be mental health. It might just be shit going on in your life. Sometimes people just need a vent. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I don't. People can judge me for whatever they want, but at the end of the day, I'm human. I'm trying to do right by everybody. Yeah, I'm a
No,
little
it's
too
not.
lenient. Being pill sick is not a comfortable feeling. No, man. It's even
Dope
worse coming
sick,
off
kind of the same thing. Yeah.
maintenance is even worse, like cold turkey. Like some people on methadone say that's the worst withdrawals in the world. I was never on methadone, but they say that's the worst
And
withdrawals they've ever.
and that's why, like, my Subutex is prescribed for two. It's prescribed for chronic pain, which is off label, but also mainly for continued medication assisted therapy, because I have a greater risk, being that I have chronic pain and all the issues I have health wise, to relapse if I were to try to taper down or get off of it cold turkey, especially. So that's why I keep taking it.
Salute to Scooter
'Cause it
Beggins.
does
Scooter
help.
Beggins always win, bro. Tick
And
tock.
Scooter Beggins in the house, I just sing, "Hey, how you doing, bud?"
How you doing, my friend? I'm just up here sharing, brother. My eyes with water, legs jerking. Yeah. Does anybody else? This is my question, and I'm not trying to bring up past trauma, guys, but anybody else get the yawns when they're detoxing?
Mm-hmm.
I used to yawn,
I do.
and
I'd wake up in the morning, and if I didn't take a pill after about the first hour of waking up, I would start yawning, and then it would progress to chills, and then it would, be full on withdrawals. Yeah, yawning would how it would always start. Yawning, teary eyed.
yeah, yeah. But I almost kicked out a windshield once, man. I was when I was in withdrawals. I wasn't in withdrawals. I tried methadone once, but I had taken a boxing right after, and that put me in straight withdrawals. It's stupid. Don't ever do that. But I
Al
was
Bundy
delivering.
didn't get blocked by me. Let me look. Hold on, I'll check. Go ahead, straight. I'm sorry.
You're good, man. I was just saying that yawns in the cold switch, chills, all that. Yeah, I don't miss it, man. Like I don't miss it at all. I don't. You know what I don't miss is having $20 to your name and thinking, you know what, I don't need to eat as long as I get a fix, I'm good. And then you get your fix, and you need another fix in an hour, and then you just, you're screwed, and you're hungry. You know what I mean? It's a vicious cycle. I
That's
detox from
exactly how. That's one of the symptoms
restless.
I had too, is restless leg.
It's the worst, man. I would yawn and then rob somebody. How about y'all, bro? I was that guy, man. Oh, I don't really like talking about that. I was that guy that all bets are off, bro. All bets are off. Like, I don't know. I ain't gonna go into it again. Like, if you owe me money, I'm coming. Daddy's coming home. Type
Luckily,
of thing. Coming in, and I'm getting that money. Like, I don't know. I was just that
luckily,
guy.
luckily I worked. I always had access to money, thankfully.
Yeah. I mean that, and I don't know if you guys watched my story about my road to prison, but basically I got a prescription pad, man. Like I knew a girl that worked for a doctor, and she had a prescription pad, and she would write him out, and I'd go in there, I'd fill them out, and that was the best way I could think of without hurting anybody else, just hurt myself. I wasn't using the thing that saved me is I wasn't using the insurance, so they got me for they hit me the first time they hit me was 12 Class C felonies with acquiring drugs by deception. They all got dropped down to misdemeanors, and I only pled out to 3 of them because, I mean, I was the guy that I didn't admit it. I said I ain't talking, like blah blah blah, and that's what really saved me. And it was my first charge. I had already come home, like I had a good record up until then, like going from deployed
I'm
to
looking
almost
for.
having a
I'm looking.
dude.
I'm looking for Al Bundy, but I
And,
don't see him. I thought he was a mod.
yeah, Scooter, that's the worst feeling in the world, man. Restless Legs was the worst for me. And honestly, like having Lyme disease, like that's why, like, I'm not reminiscent about it, but having Lyme disease is really making me think about detoxing because like my shoulder blades and my knees really ache. It's like COVID almost. It's like detoxing. It's just like achy joints, achy muscles. What y'all want to hear now? You guys want to start more stories or what? Am I boring you guys? Sorry, I got some pretty crazy stories, but I can't do that now. Scripture all done either online or yeah, absolutely weakest link. You can't do that now, and like you need the doctor. I think it's like called the DOA number, but she had all that, and she'd fill it out, and then I'd fill it out. She'd fill it out for my mom, and I'd go in because I was getting sketched, and I stopped. I had a kid and I stopped, but then they kept going, and what they were doing, they were selling the Oxy 30s, and they got busted. They got busted selling 8 of them and they had a prescription pad on them. And they're like, listen, like I know who's been doing this. So the cops had to go back 2.5. It had been 2.5 months, and they had to do this whole investigation. But without me saying yes, that was me, they really couldn't pin any but 3 on me. Like, and I had like 3 different counties around here. So when they pulled me into the center county and they flopped me with 12 felonies, and I'm like, I've never been in trouble in my life. I didn't know this was going to be a felony, but luckily they all got dismissed. I mean, I did my thing. I did my I did my sentence. I did my probation, and now it's a misdemeanor possession. And that was because it was kind of like a long deferred because I had never gotten in trouble. I had never got caught for anything. But after that, like when some people don't forget. There's one cop in my town, man. He pulled me over in my truck, and now my truck's impounded because it's 2 inches too high. Instead of saying turn around, your house is a half a mile back that way, go park it. He took my truck. Now I owe $1,200 to get my truck. Like some people don't forget. Like if I talk to my I love my dad. I love my mom. I love my parents. I'm thankful to still have them, but my dad gets in a bad mood, he brings up the past, and that's the worst thing for people is to keep rubbing in their face the bad things they did, especially, and I'm going to say mainly if they've already, like I wrote letters to everybody. I sat there and talked to my dad. I cried to my dad. I'm sorry for you enabling me. I'm sorry that I let you do that. I'm sorry that I forced you to do that. And it's just hard. It gets to a point where you just don't know, you don't know what to do anymore. But yeah, that's basically my story. In Florida, they can in Maine too, man. They can in Maine, but when people don't forget, some people like I can walk down the street and everybody, dabs me up. What's up, man? Like for one, like I was a fighter, so I wasn't the fighter that got cocky and fought everybody, but if you talk shit, we're fighting. Win, lose, or draw. That's the 3 outcomes. There's no flight. It's fight, win, lose, or draw. Clubs, anything. Like, no matter what happened, that's who I am. But my reputation still carries me, like, for certain people that just won't forgive and forget. And that's on them, and that's fine. Like, I deserve that. But you just got to remember that stuff. But, yeah, yeah, in Maine, they can look up every prescription now too. This was back over 10 years ago now, though. You know what I mean? This was like 12 years ago. So it has changed. You know what I mean? A lot has changed. But this was back when you get a prescription pad, and it was, I don't know why. I did it allegedly 12 to 16 times, and I'm like, no, I ain't doing this no more. It's too sketchy. I went to rehab. I checked myself in. It was over with. But you never know how much damage you caused to, like, I felt bad for myself. I'm like, damn, like I got caught up in this shit, blah, blah, blah. But now being sober, I feel bad for everybody I brought into it. I feel bad for my family, my kids, people, strangers, anybody that had to deal with me like that. You know, I used to
Yeah,
blame
they're
doing drugs. I used to blame doing drugs on football injury or, my boxer fractures in my hand. Like, oh, I'm in pain. I mean, I wasn't in pain, but I still chose to be an addict. That was on
I
me.
would
That's
make
not.
it. It's the same here. I would make excuses too for my pain, and you know what I just did. I don't want to say for the sake of saying too much, but I just for some reason during active addiction, I had this sense that whenever somebody had some pain medicine or a prescription unfilled, I could sense it out and find that shit. I don't know how, but it was weird. It was like
Yeah,
supernatural.
absolutely, man. And like
It was
I
not
could
a
pull up.
good time of life.
Yeah, man. And the worst part is like it was on me, man. Like it sucked
We're
at first.
talking
I'm like,
years ago.
yeah, this was 12 years ago when I walked in the police station, and I didn't know what was happening. And I thought, like, dude, I got a parking ticket. Like, get over yourself. I walked in there and I saw Cody and Lindsay, my two co-conspirators, walking out. I knew right there, like, they got in trouble, and they you do the crime, you do the time. That's the bottom line. Like, I personally, like, I look at like reporting videos as snitching. I mean, that's just me. I'm not gonna say it's like all out snitching, but like I
What
look
if the
differently
video?
at
What if
stuff.
the video's doxing somebody and doxing
No,
innocent
no,
people
no, I
also?
get that, man, and like I get that. I get that. I'm not saying anything bad about people reporting videos, but when you're reporting videos just to hurt somebody, I even think, like, this is my personal opinion.
No, I
If
would
it
never
says
do
somebody
that.
if it says someone's
E-
address, if it's stuff that they're not willing to share online, leave it the fuck alone. Like that, you know
Yeah,
what I mean? That's just me, man, and that's how I'm living. And I'm not going to anybody. I'm not even talking about myself. I'm just saying that's just how I look at stuff, man. Like I'll take it on the chin because it was my responsibility. I did that shit. I can't blame the people that are saying this or saying that. I did that shit. And that's what the first thing you got to learn, man, is acceptance. Scott
and
says,
I
these
learned.
days I would get
I,
straight up pills of the street. There's too many fake ones. Yes, there is. So I had a neighbor. Um, he was GD. I don't remember what it stands for. It's a gang.
be careful with
5-star.
growth and development.
No, it's anybody know what GD stands for? It was anyways, he's a
Growth and
five-star general.
development.
No, that's not it, man. But anyways, they're from Connecticut. Well, he came up with. I thought they were real, man. He's like, here, I got 900 of them. They were all pressed 30s, and they got you high like 30s, except they were fentanyl. People were dying off them, and it's just anything. They're in Xanax. It's in weed now. Fentanyl's everywhere.
Like I felt so bad whenever
What's Kate
after
say?
I
You
took
play
down
a
all my
video.
videos.
Yeah, Kate.
Huh?
Yeah, Kate. I was just saying. I was just saying. Like, yeah, I wasn't talking about anybody though. I was just.
No, I think she referring to the time I made some videos and accidentally parts of my phone, the screen record frames of some people's I got a notification and it showed someone's number or something. It got shown, so I did accidentally dox some people. But regardless of that, what I was about to say was that I felt so bad for the videos and stuff I'd made on Johnny, just all about him, like and
Not
this is
even
after I
man.
started having I had some videos made on me, and I said, I'm a hypocrite in a way, so that's why I took down all John. Plus, not to mention the fact what I was made to believe about Johnny wasn't true. So I took them down for those two reasons, and because I knew how it felt by then, and so I just I would not. That's why the video I released yesterday, I triple checked from now on. And anytime I have to release something where I got to redact some sensitive information, it gets triple checked.
All right, so that is what it stands for. But yeah, I thought someone was saying gangster, and I have a whole term for gangster, man. Like people say gangsters are guys that walk around with their pants down around their waist. You know what I think's gangster? Being a good parent, being a good person, and sticking up. Fight, don't flight.
That's just,
You know what I mean?
that's the same
gangster,
thing. It's
gangster's
interchangeable, but
I really thought it was
yeah.
something else, but no, I'm sure Scooter knows because I know they're in. I know they're in his state, so I know Scooter knows. I thought this stands for something else for some reason, but he was a, and I think, don't quote me.
I had a friend that was one too.
I think they rep blood. I think that's what they are. I'm pretty sure because he rocked all red. He never wore
No,
blue.
they have a here. Well, there was and I'm not trying to be disrespectful or anything, but my friend from school told me that they looked up to the teachings and stuff that came from a guy who was locked up named Larry Hoover, and that's why they're referred to by growth and development. They were called originally the Gangster Disciples.
Yeah,
But
you're right.
I guess it depends on what sect or what group you're dealing with, because I don't know if there's different groups, and I don't know enough to speak on it. But that's all I know.
Yeah, man, you're right. I thought it was something else, but yeah. So yeah, and they rolled up deep, bro. Like they were my neighbors for a while, and like you piss them off, they pull a gun on you. I mean, for me, that didn't work, man. I'm always packing, but Larry Hoover, man. Yeah.
See, I told you, I know what I'm talking about.
Big Meats. That's they used to call me Big Meats.
Okay. I was wrong. It's not interchangeable. The GD, it's the old creed, and current is growth and development. But no need to speak on that. Okay, gotcha, Scooter. Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah, and you know, and they were respectful dudes, man. I'm not saying they weren't.
Yeah, my friends were too.
But they looked at me, man, like they had a party one day at their house, man, and they had some guys show up that weren't welcome, and I was next door, man. I walked over and we were banging, man. I was banging it out with this one. He was a 5-star general, and I was banging it out, and all his homeboys, they dabbed me up, said, "Man, you're good, bro." Like they protected me. Like when I wasn't home, I would get text messages. Who's this dude in your driveway? They'd go up and be like, "Yo, get out of here," and I'd be like, "No, man, that's my dad. Like don't mess with him." But like they're loyal to a T, man. But yeah, a lot of stuff was coming in, bro. A lot of stuff. But that's how you make money.
Yeah,
that's what everybody does. They come up to Maine.
Sugar makes a good point.
They flood the place.
Sugar makes a good point.
I don't think people know or are educated enough on GDs. They actually do a lot of good things as well. Yeah, and these guys, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they
my friends
GDs,
were good people. My friends were good people.
That
Oh, what happened? I guess he dropped off. Straight shooting whenever you can come back. Come on back, man. Oh, wait, there he is. Hold on.
Dude, I don't know what just happened, bro. You see my mic right now?
Hold on. Now got your camera covered. We see you partially. You don't have to show your face or nothing. That's cool.
No, it's it's nothing's covered up. It's just not working. I don't know what just happened. I pulled on my cord a little.
Something is covered because I see everything up to your mouth.
Oh no!
So you got something covering over it.
No,
there's something covering over the top part of the mic.
No, it's because I no.
For anyone interested, I definitely will check it out, Scooter, because I mean, I was shared a lot, but you know, like I was telling you about my friend that died in Nashville. He was over here from Italy, and he was in it with my other friend from high school. And after I had left
Yo, what's
Nashville
that
and
say,
stuff,
dude?
he
What's
tragically
that
got
say,
killed.
dude?
Huh? What'd you say? You're back, man. We can
No,
see you. What'd you say?
no, nothing.
What's wrong, man?
Oh, nothing. I was no, it's nothing.
Um, would
I
you
thought I
pull up
read
a
something.
quick vid? Would you pull up a quick video real quick?
Yeah, what do you want to pull up, man? Yeah, Sugarnova. I'm not saying what I'm saying is I don't even know if they were. I don't know if they were GD because they were really open with a lot of people and they didn't act. They didn't act like they came to Maine, but at the same time they were like planting roots and they weren't. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know why someone would do that, but it didn't make sense to me because when people showed up to their house, I was banging it out, and then like the 5-star general, I'll call him Mike. He came down when I was like whooping ass to help me, but all the 6 homeboys inside, they'd stayed inside. So I can't tell you you're repping something if you're hiding inside. That's why I always questioned if they were really GD. And I really don't think it.
Respect. I understand, Scooter, and I'm not trying to speak any more on it. It just came up. Uh, but you guys, if y'all want to read, Scooter made a good point here. So be
What
on the
to say?
lookout. But respect.
What to say? There's a lot I can speak on, a lot I cannot, but maybe sometimes I'll do. You go on GDA is calling my
Q&A.
place. Man, I want to talk to you, Scooter, because these people didn't seem right. And I really don't think it was G. I don't think it was
He,
Gangster Disciple.
he
I don't
he
think
said
it was.
we don't have generals, we have governors.
Okay, so Scooter, who rocks in like Connecticut area that reps Bloods? What kind of? Because I don't think it was Gangster Disciples. It's almost like I can think of who it was. Oh man, I don't think it was
Um,
GDs. Honestly, I don't remember. Man, I'm so like it. That's gonna bug me all night, man. I know they're. I'm gonna look this shit up. I would if I see it, I'd hear it.
can you share YouTube one more time, please? I think people are wanting me to not or end our stream here soon because someone else is going to be going live. It's supposed to be an important live. He said the blood sets on the East Coast are, according to Scooter. He said they got 9 Trey and Brimstones.
I wish I could remember who it was, man.
And 11 Treetop Prius. That
9
Zanime
Trey
Live
sounds.
is supposed to about to be happening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this dude had a.
that,
I know he said he was a 5-star general because he had it on his arm, but it didn't seem right, man. He seemed like he was hiding from people. Like that's why I'm like, I didn't get it. I didn't get like a feeling that he was welcome wherever he was.
this is a
Bishop.
few more he mentioned.
I know they were from East Coast. They're East Coast. And I know they rep red, bro. That's all I know. But either way, I'm not gonna put out names. I'm not gonna put out anything else. But it didn't seem right to me. It seemed like he was not welcome home. because after that fight broke out, he's like, "Yo, you wanna drive down to Connecticut for me, get some of my stuff?" And this isn't drug stuff. He wanted me to pick up his stuff, and then I don't know. It was weird. It's a weird situation. So I would never like we got some biker clubs up here, motorcycle clubs. Like we got some angels, and some of them I met like 4 or 5 of them. They're the coolest people I've ever met in my life.
I wanted to
We've
show
got
this this Boondocks video. Just telling you the title. I was gonna send it to you. We'll send it in the private chat. Sorry to interrupt you.
Like, what happened? Kenny didn't use that word, did he? All right, man. Yeah, it's good. I'm not even going to speak much more about it. I kind of do want to. I do got some stuff I want to roll off your head, see if I can figure it out, because it's kind of bugging me. But yeah, man. I mean, they were cool dudes. I just feels like they were not welcome home. That's the feeling I got from them, that something happened. But they would. They protected my house next door because they saw who I was. Just any time. I mean, even if the mailman rolled up, it was crazy how cool they were. What's up, King of the Kill? How you doing, brother? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Who used the N-word? What are y'all talking about? Hey, I sent you the video to search for in the private chat. Shooting. Guess somebody already got it going.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Scooter. Like, that's what my gut told me, because the first thing that happened is when it was like 3 guys showed up. I was rolling with them. I was rolling heads. Like they thought I was part of it or something. So we were rolling, and then the general came out, but like the 6 dudes inside wouldn't come out, which is weird. And then just how like they're like, "Nah, we ain't going home." There was no like, I don't know. It was just the weirdest feeling, man. So I'm like, I think maybe they were either exiled away or they were fakers. I don't know if they were fakers though. They had some evidence that they were part of something, but I don't know. And this ain't a racist thing, but do you have to be black to be a blood? That's what I was told. I don't know if that's true. I saw that on 21-23 and Jump, or 21 Jumper. I don't know if that's true. But they were repping blood. I don't know. Good to see you get a wrench, L. Oh man, my computer's gonna die, brother. I'm gonna have to bounce, man. Here in a minute.
All right, you have a good night, straight shooting. Talk to you later.
Yeah, guys, salute, man. Hey, thanks for listening to me. Sorry if I bored you.
All right, you guys, I'm going to get off here because of the other stream and everything. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Thank you guys for all keeping it positive. Again, I do apologize for my indiscretion the other day when it concerns Mr. Cox, and I apologize to you, Cox. You were invited up here, but I guess you took off. So, anyways, thanks, King of the Kill, for dropping by. Thanks, Scooter Beggins, for dropping by. Thanks, Straight Shooting, for being here and everything. Thank you all. Square Work Media, you guys. I'm out. Take care. Be safe. God bless.